Hey guys, it's Oluchi for Ways Breakfast. Thanks for always tuning in. Our research has shown that you're probably not subscribed to our channel. What are you waiting for? Make sure you hit that subscribe button below so you never miss out on our latest content and stay in the loop with all things Ways. If the channel grows, it means more great content for you guys. So hit that subscribe button now.
Hello and welcome to What Are You Saying? #Ways, where we talk about topics in the news as it affects us all. I am Sayome Saleh, and today, yes, we have Alero and Mary Oma Williams. Hello, ladies.
Hello. Hi.
Why are you smiling? You're not expecting me to call your full name.
My full name now.
And now your government name.
How are you? Your hair has grown now.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
see,
I'm seeing the...
she's just a. That's why she had the liver to cut it.
I mean, well done. Lovely.
So how was your
Thank
day?
you.
How did your day go? How's the week been for you?
I've had such a stressful day. Like since 10 a.m. I left my office for meetings and then there's just been basketballs all over the place. But I said in the end, night will come and night has
I'll
come.
go to my house.
So I'm still happy. But yeah, it's really stressful. But I'm okay.
Well, you look stressed actually. When you walked in, I said, Mary, you're looking stressed. Well, at least you're still smiling, which is good.
Yeah.
Alero,
How was your day?
No. Alero, the latest host in town. Madam Partner up.
Oh my God.
Like you're blushing.
See, honestly, I want to use this opportunity to say thank you to Owa.
Wow.
Because every time, I'm sure you guys already know that Owa is always harassing me. When you hear this corporate, trust me, it's because I have refused to start my show. But thankfully, Partner Up is live now, thanks to Parallax Consulting and Upgrade TV. Thank you guys so much. So please stay tuned. You have to subscribe to Upgrade
they
TV.
had an amazing guest today.
It was awesome.
Dr. Bookie George Taylor.
Oh, okay.
It was such an explosive conversation. I mean, you could literally, if you want to understand partnership and you want to know like the cocoa, you know, how to, I mean, you should actually listen to their show. And I think for us, what even made us pick up that project is the fact that there's a uniqueness to that content. We don't just want to do talk shows. We really want to help people change certain kinds of narrative. So just watching that show alone today, I learned something. And she said, she said, you say in this 2024, gone are the days where you do something and you be hiding. Me, I do a lot of things, but I never feel the need to want to talk about the things I do. But now, you're going to hear.
You're going to hear. Toot your horn.
You're going to toot your horn. You're going to keep talking. It's very important because, again, you know, people are moved by what they see, what they hear, and all of that. So if you are not projecting your brand, you're not telling people, this is who I am, this is what I do, they'll just put you aside. So no matter how much you're a high flyer, you will never progress. Not because you don't have the potential to progress, but because you're not doing what the people that are success. There's a template to success. I was talking to a friend of mine this evening, and he said, "Wow, there's a template to success. And if you understand that template, it's just plug and play, and you succeed." So I really love the show.
Thank you
congratulations
so much.
again, Madam Partner Up. We're hoping for more partnerships for you.
Yes.
It was a good show. It was chaotic, but I want to say thank you to my entire team. So I know I do this a lot to them all the time. Like literally, they might not know anything that is going on until 24 hours of the show. I know they'll be saying, hey. But we are sorry, I apologize. But you don't blame me. More like that will happen. But we are happy that we pulled it off. And it's going to be every Thursdays at 10 a.m. on Upgrade TV. So I look forward to that. Even me now, I'm looking forward to the show because I'm learning, even just producing the show, I'm learning from the guests. I
mean, it's amazing. Like I mentioned, the moment we posted the promo video, we're already getting questions. Like, it just proved to us that, yes, we're supposed to be doing this.
Because the future is collaboration, Alero.
Like, so many people that are in the partnership space, a lot of people that are even drowning, they don't know who to ask because they don't even have access to the experts. So if we can actually bring these experts to the show to actually tell you how they're able to close deals across different countries, across different sectors, if that's what I'm going to bring to everyone, I'll be happy to do it.
I'm telling you, because the future is collaboration. You can't keep doing things in isolation. And that's why sometimes I wonder why people stop seeing value. Because you have to understand, and when you stop seeing value, stop doing that thing. Because you must understand that this thing is valuable to me as it is to the other person. So, I mean, she said a lot. So what I plan to do this night, I actually plan to go back on the YouTube channel, just watch it again. This time around, not from the eye of a producer, but somebody that wants to learn. Yeah, it was a really good conversation.
Thank you.
So we just did marketing for them. So they will pay, they will send them the invoice.
Thank you.
If you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, I told you guys, great things are coming up. So please go to the YouTube page at Official Upgrade TV and click on the subscribe button. So tonight, we saw an interesting conversation. You know, it's our Thursday ladies' night out and all of that. A transaction around the POS operator and how, what's it called, someone transferred a huge sum of money to her. And again, it then landed her in police custody, right? That's the conversation we're going to be having today. But we'll do all of that. First, let's quickly run off on a break. When we come back from that break, we want to see what we found in today's news. Stay with us. All right, thanks for staying with us. Now, the International Day for Eradication of Poverty is observed on the 17th of October each year. It was established by the United Nations in 1992, and this day aims to promote awareness of the need to eradicate poverty and destitution in all countries. Now, it serves as a reminder of the ongoing challenges faced by those living in poverty and encourages global effort to address inequalities. Now, the theme for this year is breaking barriers and building bridges together towards equality and inclusion. The day also focuses on recognizing the effort of those living in poverty, encouraging participation from marginalized communities in discussion about their needs and rights, and promoting a global commitment to eradicating poverty as a violation of human rights 34. All right, so poverty, poverty, poverty. And I think that with the current situation right now, and this is not just unique to Nigeria, globally, I have a client in the US that I always do something for her in the PR space every year. She was already sending me one kind of ridiculous budget. I say, Auntie, are you realizing that this budget cannot fly? And, you know, this time around, the workload is even like 5 or 6 times more than what I've done for her in the past. I said, this budget can't fly. She said, it's everywhere, even in the US, that a lot of things are going up. I said, you have to just increase that budget. And so as we are complaining, even us that have a little bit of, you know, would I say means, you know, to live by, now picture those people that don't even have anything. So it's really sad. And I feel like these are the times we have to call a lot of people in the philanthropy space, a lot of goodwill Nigerians, a lot of goodwill people, human beings, as much as you can. You know, I do my own in my little way. That's why I employ people. That's why I have people around me, right? That's why I encourage people to do things, right? Because I don't know how to give money, but what I love to do is give value. You know, I believe so much if I give you something that can help you become a better version of yourself, then I have done something. It's not everybody that must give you money. There are some people that would literally take your life and transform it. Yeah. And I think that is where God has actually placed me to, you know, to play. So some people are able to give money, some people are able to give food items and all of those things, whatever it is. Let's just be conscious that we are in very, very sensitive times. As much as we can help, you know, if you need to nudge somebody to kick them to get up and go and do something, you know, if that is how you can help, do that. You know, it's very important. All right, so let me start with Mary. What did you find for us in the news?
Okay. Following what I found, it says the World Bank has said that Nigeria is seeing positive results from the economic reforms by President Bola Tinubu's administration. World Bank's lead economist Alex Sinat said this during a presentation in Abuja on Thursday, October 17, 2024, which is today. He said that Nigeria's fiscal deficit has reduced from 6.2% in the first half of the year to 4.4% in the first half of the year. He said the reforms have led to robust growth in service sectors, stability in the oil sector, and improvements in the foreign exchange market. According to him, we are seeing a fiscal consolidation on the way, with the fiscal deficit shrinking from 6.2% of GDP in the first half of last year to 4.4% in the first half of this year. That is driven by a combination of expenditure being roughly constant in real terms and revenues which are surging.
Mm-hmm. You know, when I saw that video...
I was a bit perplexed, but I mean...
When I saw that video, and the one that now came out yesterday, that they said we should give our president 10 years. I've been waiting. I say, yay.
Okay. So now they're telling us that the remaining 2 years that we're counting down is now extended to 6 years. No.
God, that's
Bruh,
good.
no, thank you. Again.
But I think you see, I like the idea that when we see headlines like this, that Nigeria is seeing positive results, you know, and based on the reforms and all of that, I'm just only praying that it's able to translate to the common man on the street, because that's what people are afraid of. It's the same thing that people said within Edo State, that the reforms of Governor Obaseki, for instance, was really, really great. All the things that he was doing, trying to reform the minds of the civil servants so that they can have a more sustainable governance structure. But the people, right, that are on the streets, they don't feel that. And once people are unable, you know, to take care of. So whilst we're doing this, I think there should be a balance, right? So as you're doing this, you're also helping those people that are unable to feed and all of that. So they have a sense of, okay, I think these people are with me. So the CBN governor, I think he was one that put out, no, it wasn't the CBN governor. Who said that thing yesterday? It was somebody's story that said, oh, they were going to pay 20 million to, what's it called? 20 million. It was Franca's story, 20 million to, what's it called? Poor Nigerians. They said, 20 million Nigerians will get certain kinds of credit alerts. Yeah. And I'm asking the question, what are the criteria? How do you measure poverty? How do you even measure the people that are in need? Because right now there's a lot more than that bracket. Mm-hmm. Then how are we sure that these things that they're talking about will even get to the people that need it? So your reforms might be nice, but how is it translating to the common man on the street? If we're able to merge that, then we are actually, that was the story yesterday. Yeah. If we're able to merge that, then we are actually seeing that, yes, there's a progressive or empathetic governance.
But it's interesting because this is not the first time that they're actually allocating some funds to certain Nigerians. So based on what has been done before, how many success rates have we had? Because at the end of the day, we still hear some people saying, oh,
because it's not even sustainable. What did I just say now? It's not sustainable. Transferring money doesn't help solve a problem for somebody, because if I gave you, Alero, even if I gave you £1 million today, it won't do much. But if I gave you something that opens a door for you to be earning, like, even if it's 10,000 naira every day,
at least teach
you understand?
Fish.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just to re-engineer the minds of even both us as citizens and the people that are in the leadership space. We just need to change all that orientation of handing down money all the time. Money doesn't solve the problem. It doesn't. All right, Alera, let me come to you.
So my news, the power grid collapse inevitably, says the Minister of the federal government. So the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adebalu, has said that there is no need to have different regions or states to be put to end in regarding the collapse of the power grid. The minister stated on Wednesday that he's unveiling the Hacks Levonic, an electricity meter manufacturing company in Lekki areas of Lagos. He noted that the discriminations of the power sectors will help the plan to build grid in other regions, and hopefully this is actually going to help, because I think is everywhere in the country that is actually experiencing this power grid issue. But now my point is, with all of these things still happening, people are still paying high rates tariff of electricity bill. So I really don't know how long Nigerians will. How many hits are we going to be getting at the same time? That's my wonder.
I don't know.
Because it's too much.
That question, you leave it for
it's too much.
Our daddy.
Like the whole fuel situation now, the electricity, to even now buy fuel to power your generator, to even do whatever you need to do is now even almost impossible. So what do you want us to do?
Absolutely.
We can't survive. Food gone, another issue.
God help us.
God really help
survive,
us.
We'll survive. All right, so let me quickly take, because I have a few stories I'd like to touch on. You remember that story of the Catholic Church? I'm trying to quickly pull it out. The Catholic Church. You remember there was a big scandal that came out. What year was this now? I can't remember that year. But I saw a post that said that the Archdiocese of Los Angeles in the U.S. agrees to pay $880 million to over 1,300 victims who were sexually abused by Catholic priests. Remember, this story came out and it was really viral, where young boys were being sodomized by Catholic priests. So yeah, so this, when I saw this, I said, no, this was worthy of mention, right? So the announcement of the agreement in principle was made today. After the announcement, the Archbishop Jose Gomez said in a statement, I am sorry for every one of these incidents from the bottom of my heart. My hope is that this settlement will provide some measure of healing for what these men and women had suffered in he added. He believes that we have come to a resolution of these claims that will provide just compensation to the survivor victim of these past abuses. Omo,
where did the 800 million come from, sir?
I don't even know. It's not even where the money came from now that is my point. The point is that, you know, sodomy and all of those things, like all those sexual abuses and all of that, it has eaten deep. So if you look at it, I'm not saying that every gay person has gone through some level of so, but that's where it escalated. Yeah. So it became so, you know how you get so used to an abuse that you begin to see your abuser, you know, as your savior and all of that.
As your savior.
So that's what has happened. So because again, if you look at the rise in homosexuality and all of that, it can be easily traced, you know, to these kinds of things.
It's crazy.
But so I don't know how, if money can solve this problem.
Exactly what I'm saying. Like, because there's a problem when $800 million came out.
Do you get? You know, so and then there's another one I thought to mention, right? That Instagram moves to face rising tides of sextortion scams. Now, this is very, very serious, because it says it's amongst teenagers, their account. They are the main victims of this. Yes, they are the main targets that initiates the aim to help teenagers recognize signs of sextortion scams, such as individuals who will come too strong, request photo exchange, or attempt to move conversations to a different app. So all of these things, the drama has been happening, and they are campaigns that would help, you know, families recognize this threat early. And so this is what Meta is actively doing to fight and combat that. Then finally, I want to take a story on the CNG explosion. Now, the CNG explosion, remember that CNG is supposed to be what we have been thinking about, me in particular. I've been thinking about how to exchange my petrol engine, or even convert it to a hybrid engine that can take both gas and petrol, right? So this happened in Benin, and it was said that they went to I think it's a NIPCO fuel station. But I was trying to get the comment from the CNG committee, the presidential committee for CNG, and they said that this place, you know, that they are warning people to be very careful about illegal places to go and convert. I mean, the comment is so blurry. It said the presidential CNG initiative expresses concern over the incident involving an illegal modified vehicle at a NIPCO CNG station in Benin City. We extend our sympathies to those injured and are relieved that no life was lost. An indication, or rather an investigation, reveals that the cylinders were improperly welded, and not approved for CNG use. The police and regulatory authorities are conducting a thorough inquiry, and we are collaborating with them. This incident underscores the importance of upcoming Nigerian gas vehicle monitoring system, which aims to enhance safety in the CNG ecosystem. So we urge all stakeholders to support this regulatory initiative and ensure compliance. Only accredited conversion centers should be used, and the and safe handling of CNG like petrol is essential for everyone's safety. So please and please, if you do not know what is going on, the reason I haven't even touched it is because I have someone that has, access to the information, and, I think his own company will be involved in all of this. So he has said, well, when we have received the conversion kits, and we're sure and everything, because they are bringing in experts.
Yeah.
So it's not just regular people that are doing it. They are bringing in experts. So when the experts have arrived and the conversion kits are arrived, I'll let you know, so you can bring your cars and it can be changed. Please don't go to any illegal
and I think the government
space,
is
because
also,
yes, it's cheaper. But
I think the government is also partnering with some people to help people convert.
Convert,
so people should calm down, please.
Convert, yes.
Because that thing is very dangerous.
Very dangerous. So let's be, thank God nobody lost their lives, but let's be cautious of this. All right, so that's all we can take for what's in the news. At this point, we'll go on a break. When we come back from that break, we want to discuss POS people. Stay with us. All right, thanks for staying with us. On our show, we'll look at the piece of news from Delta State. A video had surfaced online where Delta State Police Superintendent Bright Edafe issued a warning to all POS sales operators. He says, and of course, and that video also showed a POS lady that recounted how one Mr. Anthony Ogenechuku, the alleged criminal who was her regular customer, called her to check her account balance, and he had sent for her 4 million naira from his account, and she was instructed to at least take her percentage of 40,000 and then pay certain amounts to different accounts. So, I mean, if you've not heard the video, I think it's best to just listen in, then we'll come back to the conversation.
I have been talking and educating people on social media, particularly POS operators. Any person that wants to do transaction above 500,000 naira should go to the bank. Whenever you are as a POS operator, you are receiving money too much, that is unreasonably high. Understand that there is an element of crime in it, because they are supposed to go to the bank. This lady here was contacted by this suspect who collected her account number, her POS account number, and sent 4 million naira into the account. 4 million naira that was taken from a suspect, from a victim who was kidnapped. 4 million naira ransom money. And she said her own profit was 40,000 naira. Madam, be very brief. Who is this man? Come now. Why are you still sitting there? Who collected your account number?
Timothy.
Timothy?
Yes.
Who is Timothy?
Timothy Ogenechuku, my customer.
Is it this man?
Yes.
Touch him now. Say, see, this is Timothy.
This is Timothy.
Timothy, okay. So when you collect your account number, what did he tell you say one is the money? You won't send the money for? The money now for waiting?
He has been doing transaction with me.
Yes.
Maybe at times 5,000, 2,000.
This particular one?
Yes.
What did he tell you say one is the
He didn't tell me that he will transfer me money. He only called me that money that I should check my account.
Okay, so you just send the 4 million naira.
Yes.
So how much you give her?
I transfer.
Total, how much be your profit?
My profit is 40,000.
How much you send to your account?
Your account is 1.2.
Okay, then the rest you concern out to different accounts. Who send you those accounts?
Him.
Now him?
Yes.
Okay, so the people who send you the money, what are
their First of all, who uses POS here? I hate them. I don't use them.
If I have to use them, it's only for, like, maybe I need to go to the market, I need to buy fuel, because sometimes they cannot transfer, so you have to give them cash. But I don't think I've ever done over 100K with POS guys. I don't think so.
Mary, you're nodding your head. You agree?
I've used them for, buying black market, or like if I need to pump my tire and then I don't have
small, it's not that
cash. I've made use of them before, but I'm just wondering why someone would want to do. It's not to get cash.
So there was one day I was coming out of my house, guys. Now, so I just drive out of my estate. The next thing I saw, guys, they were punching the particular guy. It was not funny. They were punching and punching and punching. Only for us to then find out later that these were actually internet fraudsters. They were Yahoo boys. They had just hit a big deal, and they moved the money. It was a huge sum of money to this POS guy. I think that's the guy they've been using to clean up their money. But this guy now got greedy, that he was now asking for more percentage. That they are not going to give him more percentage, that he was not going to return that money. And they knew that they could not involve the police in the transaction. So what they resorted to do, if you see the punches, the guy's eyes was swollen. They resorted in punches. I was wondering what was going on. When I found out, I say, yeah. So the point I'm trying to make is that, you see where the red flag came for me? Somebody that's been doing transactions, did you not, 5,000, 2,000?
You just wake up one
Do you understand? And you just wake up one money and 4 million. Somebody that you said the transaction that he's been doing has been 5,000, 2,000. That's according to her story.
Yeah.
So why didn't she herself,
like, be the whistleblower,
shout to say, Oga, why did you send me 4 million?
She has 40K to
she has 40K to make.
You see, economy, no cost.
No be economy.
What will you call it?
No be economy. See, I want to say that, and I want to say it with all sense of, because every time Messi will go and cut this video now, I'll come and put me, she want to cover me on social media. The truth is that a lot of POS transaction people right now, they are doing POS transaction more because of the fraudulent activities that they are using it for.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because there's very little, zero barrier to entry. You just go into this, is it Money Point, or you go OPay and they just give you a machine. There are no details, there are nothing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Transactions.
So there is, so when somebody has been doing a transaction of 2K, 5K, you as the collector of the POS machine, why didn't you raise a flag?
She has 40K to make. Why is she asking question? That's the answer. She I guess she didn't think that she would be caught. And besides, maybe she has not seen that amount before. Not the 40K, but like, you know, that joy of just even seeing 4 million, you know, in your accounts. It's a
so I have a lot of questions, right? Because now, from what the policeman was talking about, he said that this money has been linked to be ransom money for kidnapped victims. And we know that kidnapping has become a big menace in Nigeria. So it means, what this just told me, or what it helped me to understand, is the fact that it means if we really want to trace some of these crimes that we have faced over time, it is quite easy. So I used to think that kidnap ransoms were cash only.
But I think majority are cash.
Recently, for the past 1 year or two, it's been transfers. Excuse me, there's one instance of Lagos Market. Somebody went to a shoe store to buy shoes worth like 100K, so like different shoes, about ₦1 million. It's something that happens on a good day. Some people can just decide to go and buy all these Italian shoes, and you know they're very expensive. And then when the guy got there, he did a transfer. Sometimes when network, he knows that network will have issues, so he said, okay, you know what, keep this shoe. I'll come back tomorrow to pick it up. So when he came back, I think the money either went back. That's okay. Their account is not working. Okay, help me transfer it to another account. The sales rep was going to do that thing. But there was a flag because it didn't make sense. You already gave me one account number yesterday that you said did not go. Now you want to give me another person's account. Then he now said that, okay, let me transfer that money into your account so that you can now. It was just a messy thing. But it now made sense that, oh, wait, though. If you transfer the money to me, it means that the money is in my account. Then the next day, he will now come back and carry the shoe. Unfortunately, police came to the shop owner to arrest the shop owner. He did not know what was going on. Not knowing that the kidnappers were the ones that came to pretend like they want to buy a shoe. They came back and said they did not want the shoe again, that they needed the money. They should not transfer the money to another
different account.
So they use different means now to wash that money. But based on this new story that you actually brought up, what I think the problem is that I don't think Nigerians have had so much poverty that there's no more integrity. There's no integrity at all. Because the first red flag is you, the POS operator. You know that this person only comes to take 2K, 5K, small amount of money, and now the person is coming with 4 million. That should be a red flag. And if you were of somebody that had integrity, you will ask questions. And you even got to report first, whistleblowing. I'm suspecting this person, no. But guess what? We don't care. Because we feel like it's not my brother, it's not my sister. But that same guy now, that is the one that his own is that he will collect his own share. And he's aware that that money is from kidnap. Which means there's really no integrity. Why? Because the economy is bad. Because at what point, like we talked about this on the show one time, where we were saying that at what point will it get to that almost all the Nigerians will now become fraudsters or become criminal? Because at some point they will need to eat. And this is the situation now that we're having.
Okay, so let's just take a very quick break. When we come back from that break, I'd like to also open our phone lines to hear your thoughts. You know, do you have incidences like this? Do you have stories to share? Have you encountered things like this? And how, when you do transactions with POS operators, what kind of transactions do you do? Stay with us. We'll be right back. Nigeria, by extension, Africa, is faced with a lot of challenges.
With the growing youth population and very little engagement.
That is a ticking time bomb.
We're blessed people with a diverse culture who have a lot to say.
And yes, we are talking.
It is important we drive conversations that informs, inspires, and influences thoughts and actions.
If we say there is beauty in diversity, then let us embrace our diverse culture.
We must continue to courageously be the voice of transformation.
As we are the hope for the future.
Yesterday's conversation shaped today.
What are you saying to shape your tomorrow?
We know you have a lot to say, and we are here to hear you. Thanks for staying with us. Now, if you just tuned in, it's our Ladies' Night Out, and we're having a conversation around the POS transaction that happened in Delta State, where a woman received over 4 million naira into her account, right, from somebody that had been paying 5K, 2K. You know, all of a sudden, you just got a 4 million naira transaction, and now she's in the police custody. Now, let's hear what you have to say. Remember, you can join the conversation. Send us an SMS or WhatsApp to 081 803 84663. Our phone lines are also now open. The numbers to call are 07025007749 or 07014242420. Those are the numbers to call.
Right now, I think that the CBN and the financial institution needs to regulate the POS operators.
Well, I think they already had that conversation.
Like, when I say regulate for an arrest. Because that's the only way things can actually work the way they should. Because I see no reason why. I remember when, I think it was late last year, when the Naira were going to change design and POS operators were increasing.
They became billionaires.
It was a mess.
They became billionaires.
It was a mess because I'm like, and this is still the same problem. Like I said, it was like nobody's looking out for each other. We're hungry. So any little opportunity to make money or to cheat the next person, you're ready to do it. That's why it's easy for them to partner with this kind of people. I'll call it partnership because that's what they're doing. It's easy to collaborate with them to say, okay, if I send this money, let's do it this way, you collect your cut. Because it didn't make any sense. And then out of 4 million naira, your own share was 40,000 naira that landed you inside jail.
That is about to land you in jail. But there's something that the policeman said, that any transaction above, how feasible is that? That any transaction above 500,000, you should go to the bank.
Yes, put the cash.
So I'm wondering because because businesses have POS.
Yes.
Cash.
No. So how do you even how do you differentiate which one is like a POS person or a business?
Yes. No,
or a business.
Yes.
Because a POS is a POS. They register these POSs maybe under a business name. And how do you regulate, oh, okay, this business cannot accept
more than 500K?
No, okay, so it's more of withdrawal. So all this POS,
she didn't withdraw the 4 million now.
She transferred it to other people.
Okay, so it's like her own account.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
And that's number one. Number two, well, they will say that no more spraying of money. But I went to Ibadan, one party like this that I went to. If you see the boxes of money that they were carrying, and it is all those people that are like the money changers, they have POS machines. Yeah. So for you to be able to even buy the mints from them, and some Olowos, like they were buying 10 million, 15 million, 20 million. So I'm just wondering, like, okay, so if you are putting a cap at 500,000, how feasible, how realistic is that in this our Nigeria that we know?
That means they have to stop something.
Stop what? How?
Always for Ibadan. This year.
No, it wasn't this year.
They spray the 1 million cash.
It wasn't this year. It was like a 70th birthday for a friend's mom that we went many years ago. That was the first time I'll go to a party. Because I rarely go for these parties. I'm not a party person. Like, wow. When I went there, I was just looking. Like literally, the woman at the end of the party, she had a box for pounds, she had a box for dollar, she had a box for naira. No, she had boxes for naira. You understand? So, and I know that those POS guys, they were coming in Ghana must go bags of money. When they were leaving, they had wrapped the Ghana must go under their armpit. It was empty.
Who gave them?
Do you understand what I'm saying? So the point is, most of those people is either you transfer the money to them or you do the POS transaction, you understand, for them to now hand over the cash to you. So, and these money changers, they still exist. So the point I'm making is that when you say you want to cap it at 500,000, how realistic is that 500,000?
Because what can 500,000
But the funny thing is expected. That's what the policeman is trying to say. It's expected that if you want above 500,000, go to the bank. So what he's just basically, which is what I'm saying that the financial services institution should regulate. If it's cash that you want to collect, you have to go into the bank.
What if it's a weekend, Alero?
You will go into the bank, prepare before Friday.
Collect cash?
Before Friday, go and plan to collect that cash. Yes. Because
won't
now
they even flag
reason
you're trying to pick up cash. Okay, let's even say you go to the bank and you want to collect 2 million cash. Isn't that suspicious?
For what? I know the very interesting thing that before all this POS thing started, they were preaching a
cashless
policy. All of a sudden, okay, POS was because we needed petty cash. That's what I'm wondering, like, when did it just move to,
I think, but this story is not really an issue of cash. I think for me, the flag is, as an individual who is doing a business, and someone who you're doing business with, who usually takes 5,000, 2,000, drops 4 million in your account. There's no business you are doing there's no transaction you're doing worth that amount. First of all, is a red flag. She's very much wrong because she cannot say that she's oblivious of the fact that 4 million naira just dropped into her account. And they didn't tell you, oh, okay, this is business we are doing. They are using you to say, transfer this money. First of all, it's suspicious. So for her not even going to the police, first of all, is you're an accomplice to the crime.
And I feel like she's been doing it before.
Yeah, you're an accomplice to the crime. There's no doubt about it. Sure, you're definitely an accomplice to the crime. Because you can't tell me that, oh, you didn't know. They just told you. It's not 1 million. It's not 2 million. It's not 3 million. It's 4 million naira that they just transferred to you.
And they don't give you specific accounts.
Are you a bank? So what exactly are you doing? So it's very suspicious. I think she's an accomplice to the crime. I'm sorry, because but that's just what it is.
Yeah, because the truth is, the person that transferred that 4 million to you might have as well been able to transfer it to all the accounts he eventually sent
or to
you.
Anybody, but then for him to actually even come to you,
she's even dumb.
She's been doing that before,
No,
maybe in smaller amounts, and then they're just like, oh, okay, you've done small amounts, so like let's just do this one. You can run this one as well. But then I think she should also be smarter, because why is her cost 40,000 out of the?
Well,
if you're going to, if you're going to risk going to jail. How about you make it 10%?
She doesn't understand that.
You don't understand what? It's simple numbers now. Somebody paid 4 million into your account and they say collect 40K. Did they jazz you? How?
So it's the integrity
but how
thing
how do we put structure to this POS system? Because it's becoming a menace.
It is a menace.
Right? I remember that even when these fuel scarcity things started becoming really crazy at that first time, the guys at the fuel station will tell you their POS is not working. Right? And they will now insist that you must pay using
charges.
Those POS, then they will now charge you and all of that. So it's just become so messy that every time is now you're now wondering, you know, why is your own particular POS not working? And again, as I said, the low barrier to entry, that business. I don't think you need a lot of things to be able to just acquire a POS from those microfinance banks, right? I don't think you need a lot of things. So the low barrier to entry just makes it a bit messier, right? And
so maybe
again,
that should be the first thing.
Yes, and because again, we have seen several cases where most financial crimes have been traced to POS. So I have a friend. He was trying to rent a property in Lagos. And he then saw this property. Oh, it was really looking nice. And I said, okay. In fact, till today, I'm trying to understand how they scammed this guy 400K. Because immediately he saw it, I think the agent now said, okay, he had to pay the agency fee. I think the property was like 4 million. It was supposed to be like a 10% or something. I don't know whatever the transaction that happened, but he paid money. Was it 400,000 or it was more than that? I can't remember. But he paid money. Alero, this guy worked in the bank. Before you could blink, that money had moved. They couldn't even trace the money. Do you understand what I'm saying? It had moved. So this transaction, he's in Lagos. All of them are in Lagos. The person that they eventually traced, when they finally were able to trace it, I think the person was in Kano or somewhere. But the long and short is that money came back. That money never came back.
Come back.
Do you understand what I'm saying? It never came back. So the point is, if you look at the history of all the transactions that happens with it, and that's why I am also very careful. I've heard it several times that even you saying, oh, you want to, I don't do all of those things. If I don't have cash, I don't have cash. If you are not accepting transfer, I move. You know, even you giving those POS operators your card is very risky.
Yeah.
That's why most times when I go to the fuel station, I ensure that I hold my card. Immediately I put in my PIN, I hold the machine. Immediately the thing prints out, I remove my card, hold my receipt, and I give them back their machine. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I've heard several cases where something around cloning your card, and most of these crimes are traced to POS operators.
Just say, no, just pretend, just like
Do you understand? They are traced to POS operators. So you have to be extremely vigilant because these people, because any Tom, Dick, and Harry can just pick up a POS machine and put that their banner, and they're already a POS operator. You understand? Anybody can do that. So, and because these people are not traceable, a lot of crimes have been linked to them.
Yeah.
So even you taking your card to such people, you are putting your account at risk because anything can happen. So this is where you now hear cases of, somebody account was hacked and they cleared out the account. I mean, there was a video that a young boy said. Now he was trying to explain how they pick your details from the card. That even some POS machines they have all those scanners or something at the top where they pick all your details. So before you blink, your account is empty. So this is a big eye-opener, right? It is just best that if you want to do anything, financial transaction, go to a bank. If you cannot go to a bank, the people you are doing transactions with, transfer the money directly to them. Do you understand? Because all these operators, you not hear cases of, I was just there, I don't know what happened, I was just seeing debit alert on my account. But that's what is going on. Because somebody must have stolen your details from your card without even you knowing. So that was how my friends, that money never returned.
That's insane. I just remember was it ShopRite in Abuja? There was one of the cashier, the people checking out.
Yes.
That the girl basically used to swap the POS. So the ShopRite POS that customers are supposed to use, she has her own. And it's the same color, the same everything. She will swap it and she'll be using her own to be collecting money. Over 100 million.
Yes, I heard that story.
And she's one of the reasons why ShopRite had to shut down, because all of them, they've been doing it small. That's why ShopRite is not making profit now. They left.
So most of those people in those tills, right? Those checkout counters,
girls,
a lot of them have, and that's why I say that this POS thing must be regulated.
It has to be.
Because it has destroyed and ruined a lot of businesses. So your staff in your company, in a retail store, will be able to have our own, and you know, a customer is really not thinking. You walk into a store and they say, oh, your bill is XYZ. You're not thinking, who has this POS? Because some people's accounts and the POS don't match, right? So you are not thinking, and you just put in your card. That money has gone to somebody else's account, you know. But let me take Loma. Good evening, you're live. Hello, is he there? Did we lose him? Hello? Okay. You know, so that incident that happened with the mall, it was not just one person.
Wow.
It's a syndicate.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's a syndicate. So you are there, you are shopping and everything. People are watching with the CCTV cameras and monitoring that, oh, transaction is going on. Somebody has paid with POS. All the POS machine belong to somebody else. Let's take Loma.
Criminal.
Eh? You don't know. Fraud. Good evening. You're live. Loma, do you patronize POS people?
Let me start this way. I heard you telling us that POS, some of the crime committed is through POS. Let me use this proverb. If you will blame the home for wickedness, first and foremost, scold the mother teacher for exposing her children. See, it is the government from Buhari down to Tinubu that made it that something that we would have gone into bank to transact business, you now patronize it. Sometimes you go into the bank, you will get 5,000. When you go to POS, you will get up to 20,000, 30,000. So tell me, if they start now, maybe to defraud people through POS, it's as a result of the government of the day not doing the right thing. You go into bank to get a reasonable amount of money. You will not get money here. It's quite unfortunate. But when you go to a POS, you will get brand new Naira notes. So what I'm just saying is that, see, recently, POS really helped me because I went to the bank, I couldn't have anything for my family until I went to a POS. They gave me something. So I want to tell you that the government of the should change the policies in the bank to make things right.
Thank you.
POS will not defraud people again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Loma. I mean, Loma, thank you for this because you actually reminded us why POS, I mean, you mentioned it in passing, why POS became a thing.
Yeah.
It was that MFLA's new Naira notes that people were now, you know, stranded. They couldn't access cash.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, remember we were saying it that how was it possible that POS people were having money? So at that point, bankers were conniving, and because it was more profitable for you to withdraw from a POS machine.
Yes, no.
No.
So it's now becoming, and that's why these kidnappers and other fraudulent people are now using it as a means to, and which is a reason why the federal government, or if it's CBN, they should have to. Nigerians are going through too much.
Gosh, the policies, man.
Because at the beginning of the show, you stated something. We have the people that we are looking at that are experiencing poverty, Abi. Then you have the people like me and you that you think that we're working multiple jobs. We're working multiple jobs. We are not resting. We are tired. So are you going to work to your death? Then you now work finish now, and then at the end of the day you get scammed, or people that are even kidnapping. My goodness, it's sad. Because like I said, at some point, it's not happening in your neighborhood now that they're not stealing from each other, because that's what's going on. That Nigerians are not flagging things that should be flagged because they are hungry. Because I'm certain that girl is aware.
Yeah.
But she needs the money. See what's going on in Nigeria.
And I don't believe it's 40,000. I don't believe that story.
Oh my, if it be, oh.
No.
If it be, they say you go take the 40,000 and you go leave them.
I don't believe her. I said that guy when they tell you they give him punch for eye. I think what he had been collecting before that time was 10%. So he was now asking for like 20 or 40% or something. You understand? This because they know. Let me tell you something. You can except you want to lie to me. You know that this money is a fraudulent money. So you understand? So you will charge more because it's an opportunity for them to make more money. So I don't want to believe that
it's hard because you know, as we said, it's fraudulent money. I thought of businesses as well. And somebody comes to your store.
You don't give cash. You come buy something from me. You are the one that is supposed to give me as the business cash, not me giving you cash. You're coming to pay for something.
Do you do cash back in your office?
Exactly. You talk now.
No, we don't know.
How many businesses do cash back?
We don't do cash back. But how about the fact that the kidnapping money will go somewhere?
They will transfer it to your account. They will not say they're not buying again. Please refund me, but don't refund to you. They will not send you an account number that you don't even know.
The business, what of what they're using it to buy? How do you also trace that?
Are you not understanding?
No, these ones are not buying.
A legit, like this, the different ways.
I'm also trying to say, like, somebody did a kidnapping transaction. Yeah. Made 4 million out of it. The person is going to spend that 4 million somewhere, right? It might be a way to wash the money in the whole process as well.
Kidnapper,
okay, I get where she's coming.
Yeah. So, like, as in, what would you say to that? A business,
so
the person has come
at that
with
point,
illegal
at
money.
that point, the business owner is exempt from anything. You know why? Because there
was an exchange for value.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
So it's not when you
in
come
this
back and
particular case, is that I sent you 4 million naira and I say, pay Alero 2 million, pay Mary 1.5.
Okay.
You keep 40,000, then pay the remaining balance to me. That is when you should raise a flag because there was no exchange of anything.
There was
so
no
if me now, the kidnapping money with my 500,000, I can come to you and I say, I want to buy this wristwatch. You understand? And I pay you 500,000 and you give me a good, you give me wristwatch.
Yeah.
By the time I get to the police station, I not do anything. Now watch, he come buy from me.
But if he now returns the wristwatch and say, please return
no, even if he returns, there will be a history.
Yes.
Do you understand? It will show that this thing was actually sold.
You can
and he came back. Yes, and he came back and said this thing was defective.
But guess what? They would have come to arrest you first. they go just to arrest you first.
Market again.
You have to be careful. The moment you say,
how will I know? Did they kidnap her for forehead?
Yeah, business owners don't
Mary, they spy.
Business owners, if they tell you
when they don't give Mary target for office.
If they tell you
and somebody brings you 100 million, I want to buy some Mont Blanc.
The kidnapped family, the person that was kidnapped, his family transferred, like the person that came to buy the shoe, told the kidnapper's family to transfer the money into the owner of the shop's account. Wow. So police came to trace the owner of the shop because the people that paid the ransom had reported to police that we paid ransom to this account number. Only for them to trace the account number and a shop owner.
But another thing that is a red flag for people like you that are selling luxury and all of those things, most of the times that I see all these guys, when they want to clean their money, they go. There was a day I was at the Novari Mall, the one in... I saw one guy. You could tell that this one, there's no way. Even there's a way they look. You sag your jeans, you do all of those things, blah, blah, blah. They wear socks and slides. The guy came in. I kid you not, Alero. By the time he was done picking, he bought like 4 flat screen TV, bought like 3 fridges. He was just buying, he bought like 10 ACs. You can tell that this thing, you understand?
But you know they did this in abroad now.
So did they flag it?
How would they flag it? I don't know business people. They have given him goods in return. So I'm just saying that for you as a
we do KYC.
Yes, you must.
So if you have to fill a KYC form, you need to drop a form of identification.
Yeah.
So these are steps that we take in order to guide it because it's very risky and sometimes you can't read, like you said, the business owner. So the person can't ask now, "Oga, why are you buying 4 TVs and 10 ACs?" because he wants to make money, you know. But I think the KYC form is...
Oh, that helps.
Yeah, it really does. It really does help. So because a lot of them, when you now ask, some people are a bit hesitant.
Give it.
Yeah, or something. But we're just like, oh yeah, any form of identification is fine. Just, you can give us your passport, you can give us your driver's license, but let's have something that we can trace you down with. That's just it, basically. So, yeah, that works.
I think KYC works.
Yeah.
Let's take comments, Valero.
Okay, good evening, my dear beautiful sisters of What Are You Saying? #ways. avoid POS transaction over 500K, Delta State Police. So the POS operators these days have become something. My dear Betu sister Mary made mention of something very important. She said that the lady that got the 4 million naira in her account should be an accomplice. And that I agree. Concerning my experience with POS operators, I have never had any bad experience. I patronize them to fulfill all righteousness and give myself the benefit of doubt. Some of my friends that I know have a very bad experience with them. It is so bad. My dear beautiful sister Lera said that integrity has been lost totally, and that's why people are into POS fraud. And that is what they are doing to survive. God will help us all with these POS operators. That girl that just did what she did it to survive. Because this is really, because things are really hard. How can she have the effrontery to send her account details just like that? I smell a rat in this case. My name is Daniel Ilo. We all smell a rat. She might be aware.
So just a quick correction. I think Alera had mentioned why ShopRite left Nigeria. So they said they discontinued the 16-year-old operation in Nigeria last year, June, after struggling with supply chain disruptions and repatriation of their funds that was caused by acute dollar shortage in Africa's largest economy, which is Nigeria. So this is just to put it out there. It was not really because, but I want to say that the dent on their financial numbers, that sting operation or whatever it is I want to call it, it really affected their business. But that was not really the reason they left. They left because, you know, it's the same thing that made Emirates suspend their operations, you understand? But they've resumed it because, I mean, these are international companies. Part of why they are doing business is to be able to move, money. You know. So if they are not able to repatriate their funds, then it will be difficult for them to transact business.
And for how long was that thing happening?
Yeah, but I love what Mary said. And I think any business owner, especially if you have a business that you deal in heavy, I mean, expensive things, because you are the target for those kidnappers to clean out their money.
Yeah.
So if you deal with expensive items and all of that, just do a KYC. So they get to fill the form. So for every transaction, there is a trace. So if anything happens tomorrow and they say, oh, they have traced a laundered money or a kidnapping ransom money to your business, you are able to provide that KYC to the police to say, oh, no, we did our due diligence. But thank you so much, ladies. I think we had an amazing conversation. All right, so before we go, ensure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's at Official Upgrade TV. Go and subscribe. Partner Up is there. Go and watch it.
My baby.
Mary's own is coming soon. She's not ready yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
This national embarrassment.
I will embarrass all of you people.
Welcome. Welcome.
If you missed our quote for today, here it is again. It says, true public safety requires a collaboration between law enforcement and the community. I'm so sorry I didn't take it at the beginning, but this quote is very important. We must collaborate. So when you smell something, you raise a flag. You know, just when you see those red flags, raise an alarm so that you are vindicated from any kind of, you know, messy situation.
Is there a whistle blowing number?
There should be, but be careful. They'll come look for you. See you tomorrow.
Hey guys, it's Oluchi for Raise Breakfast. Thanks for always tuning in. Our research has shown that you're probably not subscribed to our channel. What are you waiting for? Make sure you hit that subscribe button below so you never miss out on our latest content and stay in the loop with all things Ways. If the channel grows, it means more great content for you guys. So hit that subscribe button now.